Hi everyone, so today I'm so excited because we're going to be doing a Shop My Stash. I love these types of videos and I'm so excited to see what I pick out. Let's get into it. Alright, I think I want to start off with eyeshadow because I have one in mind. And this is where I keep all of my new makeup that I'm testing out. A video is coming soon on all of these products. But I think I want to use this palette right here. This is the Colourpop A Shadow of Secrets eyeshadow palette. This is stunning. Look at this palette. Beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And I'm leaning towards these colors. I've used these colors before in a look. And this shade is calling me right now. So I think I'm going to use this. Look how pretty it is. Ugh. Can't get over it. So I had a blush in mind, but I don't know if it's gonna match. This one seems nice. I want like a nice neutral tone, so maybe this. This one from e.l.f. looks nice. It's in the shade Suave Mauve. I want to use this mascara again from CoverGirl. It didn't really do much for my lashes, but I want to try it again. I'm going all out of order, but I do have a primer that I want to try from Hard Candy. This is a Grip on Lock primer, and it's supposed to be gripping and hydrating. So I want to try this. I think I might actually want to try this blush from Makeup Revolution. I think it's so pretty for fall especially. It's like a nice berry tone. So I think I'm going to try this instead of the e.l.f. I have these new lip liners from Morphe and they look so pretty. I think I want to try this shade, but I don't know if it's going to be too dark. That's what I'm worried about. I actually think I'm going to go with this lip liner from Maybelline. It's in the shade 01 Cross the Line. I've also got this blush stick from Makeup Revolution. It's also a berry shade, but looks a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to stick with the other blush for now, because I think it will give that really dark, sultry look. Let's move on to powder. I have a bunch of powders. Oh my gosh, I love these two right here, About Face and LYS for the win. All of my powders are missing. I got some over here, Pretty Smart. I used these in a recent video. Ooh, crayon case. Ooh, this is for another video. I love the NYX one. This is my all-time favorite powder. I think I'm going to use the About Face one. I have this in the shade Partition. It's like my perfect skin tone from what I remember. So I do want a brightening powder. I think I'm going to go with this Wet n Wild one. It's really nice. It's called the Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. I think this is the combo. Now for concealer. I'm testing out this concealer and I don't like it. So I kind of don't want to use it. This will be an upcoming video, but it's not my favorite. Let's use this Dominique concealer. I haven't used it in a long time because the shade is too dark, but I remember it being nice. So let's use this. These are all of my foundations. I have one in mind. I think I'm going to use this CoverGirl foundation, but I do have a new shade, 250. I don't know how it's going to work for me, but you know what? I think it might be better than the other shade, so I think I'm going to go with this one. I do love this one size one, but it's way too light. This Thread Beauty one is really nice, but it's also too light, so I'm going to go with this one. And while we're here, let's do setting sprays. I have this new one from Scandinavia, but I do love this LYS one. I feel like I use the same setting sprays because I don't have a lot. What should I do? I think I'm going to use the Scandinavia one and then I'll use something else to prep, unless I can prep with this. I think I'm going to go with the Scandinavia one. But to prep the skin, I'm going to go in with the Thread Beauty Prep and Set Mist. This one is so nice and I think it's $8, so absolutely yes. Let's do powder blush. Let me grab the cream blush. Will that match? This might be a little too dark from what I'm looking for. Will that match? Because I love these blushes from Black Radiance. I think I'm going to go with this shade. It's in the shade Brick House. That is a pretty shade. I think I'm going to go with this shade. Now we need lips and bronzer. Although, I think I can put this in the center of my lips. I think I might do that because I don't know if I have anything that matches. For bronzer, I'm going to go with the Milani and the Juvia's Place because those are top tier. And I think I might use this Rare Beauty highlighter. So let's grab those. Alright, for lips, I'm thinking something pinky, a little bit deeper. That's why I'm like, do I have a berry shade, like a pink berry? I have these from Colourpop. Let's see. I have a different shade. Let me see. I have this from Maybelline. This is the Superstay Teddy Tint in Mascara Tear. That might be a little too brown. But I have this from Colourpop. It's their Glossy Stick in Berry Spritz, I do believe. I could try that. Y'all know I love me a matte lip though. I have this from Revlon in the shade 777. That's beautiful. I don't really like satin lips though, but we can see about this shade because it's very pretty. I've also got the shade Bombshell Red. I think that might be a little too red, but that's That's beautiful. Yeah, I think it might be a little too red. I feel like I'm forgetting something. We can see though when we start filming. For priming spray, I'm going in with my Thread Beauty. I love this so much. It's so good. I'm about right here on it. It's really good. You can use this before and after your makeup, and it's not drying, but it leaves like a really nice natural finish, but more on the matte side. It's a natural matte. I also, that's what I forgot, was brow products, and I'm sure I forgot other stuff. I feel like I did, but we'll see. And I love the mist on it. I just don't like the smell. And even though the mister is fine, it's not so fine that you don't feel it on your face. Like, you feel where it's going so you don't miss a spot and so you don't over apply it. And like I said, I do believe that this is $8, so we love that. And Thread Beauty is a sister brand to the Lip Bar, so if you've ever tried their products, just as good quality, but for a little less. I don't have my candle warmer on this time, and I don't know if I like it more cool tone like this or have some warmth. Y'all can let me know, but I kind of like this, my original setup. I don't know. Y'all can let me know. And Thread Beauty has a loose setting powder that I want to try. It look real good too. I love a loose setting powder. Yeah, the spray is $8. I feel like everything might be $8. That's what I'm seeing on their website. We love that. Now to hydrate my lips, this is my favorite lip oil. This is the Revlon Lip Oil. I forgot to pick this up because it was in my purse, but y'all, I put my cousin onto this oil and she said it's her favorite oil and she loves her a good oil. And she picked up the shade Wine and Dine. I think that's what it's called. It looked real nice, so I'm gonna have to try it. But this is so hydrating. It's plush, but it's not too thick. It's not sticky. It's real nice. And look at that pigment. I love it. The only thing is that this does smell like baby wipes, but if you can get past that, you're good. Like, so hydrating. I'm gonna have to do another video on underrated products because this is gonna be in there. This is so underrated. It's so nice. I love it so much. This is so perfect for every day. You can also darken it up with a lip liner, but see how it just brings some life to your face? This is real good. Now let's go in with the brows. I'm going to be using the NYX Bladen shade. I love this. I think this is a good formula. This is one of the only brow pencils I've been using because a lot of mine are dried out. See how it just glides on? Let me zoom in. You don't have to press as hard, but this does need to be set. And I'm using shade Espresso. See how it's very natural? I love the shape of this too. I said this before, if you are familiar with the Dominique Cosmetics brow pencil, it has a similar shape to that one. And then I love that it comes with a spoolie and it's not hard. Boom. I love an easy brow routine. I would say go with this one if you don't mind a little bit more of a creamy formula, but if you want something that's gonna really adhere to the skin, I will go for the original micro brow pencil. Now I'm hoping that everything is like pressed into the skin and really absorbed. I think we can go in with primer. I think that's just a glow. I've been adding some new skincare products into my routine. Moisture is off the chain, okay? Hopefully we don't get any peely because I don't want that. Let's go in with this Hard Candy Grip On Lock primer. This is kind of like the original primer that they have because they have a new matte primer and it's a little bit different than their old one. I used their matte primer in a TikTok. I'll probably be posting the shorts on here. Feels the same as the other primer. I feel like it might have a smell. Maybe one of those like no smell type of smells. Ooh, it looks really nice. I like the way it spreads. That whole like pea-sized amount covered this side of my face. And this is going to set down while we do our eyeshadow. You can see a little bit of the tack there. Yep. See, this is the type of primer that I like. So this is with and this is without. I think it looks really nice so far. And it's not super sticky or stringy or anything. I'm using about that much. Feels kind of like a hair gel. Feels very similar to their old one. Maybe slightly more like creamy, a little bit more slip to it. I'm really liking the way this looks. Maybelline has a grippy primer and I kind of want to try it. I think they might have two. Do y'all like grippy primers or are y'all more of like a traditional primer type of person? Yeah, it says fragrance free on the back and it's for all skin types. So it might be that no fragrance type of fragrance. So we're gonna let this sit in the skin and we're gonna move on to the eyes. I'm so excited. I am. I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. eye primer. I need to get another one of these or another primer because it's getting real low. Now I'm just gonna wipe off the brush I was using to spread out the eye primer and I'm gonna set it down just a little bit. I'm going to set it with this Wet n Wild powder that we're going to use. I think this was in my $10 and under video. I need to do another one of those. Alright, so for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Colourpop A Shadow of Secrets eyeshadow palette. This palette is stunning and I wish that it wasn't limited edition. It was out and then I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I need that, and then it sold out. And then it was available on TikTok shop and so I bought it. Oh, it's so pretty, absolutely stunning. Let's get into the shades. Okay, so I think I'm nervous because before I used these purple shades right here, these 3 shades right here, and they were so pigmented. It's so beautiful. This shade is very, very intense. I did a whole short like I said on it. I'm scared. Okay, let's go in with Who Did This right here and put that all over the lid. I kind of wish that this had a mirror, but at the same time I really like the packaging. This is like a gray purple. Look how smooth they go on. Colourpop has really good eyeshadows in general, but why is this limited edition? That's what I'm not understanding. Like, look at that pigment. And I barely dipped in there. I'm literally dipping in once, and I'm going to also put that in the crease. This would be a nice shadow on its own, or topped up with the Fenty Diamond Balm. They also have a white shimmer in here too. It's called Bookish. I might put that in the inner corner. I'm nervous. But Faded Mates looks closer to what shimmer I'm going to use. Decisions. This is a beautiful color. This color is stunning for real, for real. It needs to not be limited edition. Like, why are we playing? Why are we doing this? I'll have to do some research and see if I can find a similar color story because I need this permanently in my life. Not to be dramatic, but I do. And on this eye, I have more lid space. I don't know if you could tell when I look up. So it's gonna look a little different. I'm trying to make them as similar as possible. Yes, I'm living for this shade. Originally, I was just gonna go in with this shade all over the lid, but it's very dark. So I'm just gonna use it on the outer corner. It's called the shade Morally Gray. This is a really dark shade down here in the corner. I'm nervous. I don't know if it's gonna match though, but it's fine. Oh wow, this is more like a teal gray. It's beautiful and pigmented. That was enough for both eyes. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. Colourpop, what the heck? I'm just going back in with the first brush with no product or no added product and blending. This is really pretty. Now for the shimmer or the glitter, because this looks like a glitter just like the other shade I used. The other shade that I used the first time I used this palette is called High Fae right here. This is glittery and you can kind of feel the glitter, but it wasn't too much for me. So I'm going to go in with the shade Wingspan right here. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's giving Galaxy Purple. Okay, I need to calm down, but it's something about glitter and shimmer. Ooh. Hold on. Hey, wait, hold on. Oh, there's like red in here too. Is the camera even doing it justice? Is it? Maybe I can turn down the exposure or the brightness and maybe you could see the sparkle more. Let me do the other eye and then I can see if I can turn down the brightness, because with the other shade, I took low exposure pictures and it was gorgeous. This one doesn't feel as gritty as the other one. Y'all, I can't even explain how I'm feeling right now. This is beautiful. Okay, I put the brightness really low. Hopefully you can see the sparkle better. Oh, I'm definitely taking pictures. Look at that. I really hope that you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm in love. I am in love. But I think I can go ahead and do some winged liner. They do have a black in the palette and it's called Shadow Daddy right here. And I think I used this black shade earlier when I did the first look. Yep, pigment. Yep, I don't know if they look the same, but that's what we're going with. Yes. Okay, now let's go in with foundation. I'm going in with the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation in the shade T50. We don't know if this is going to match. It looks, I don't know. I think this was a neutral shade, so I don't think I'm totally neutral. I think I have some warmth, some goldenness to me. I don't know. I'm so bad with undertones. I know I'm not cool tone, but I thought it was more neutral, but I guess not. It feels so creamy. This foundation is beautiful. I think it might be too light. I think this is my favorite foundation brush from Sonia Kashuk. It's their flat top foundation brush. The bristles do not irritate my skin. They're so soft. Because some bristles, they like poke my skin and it causes irritation. This one doesn't. Oh Lord. Yeah, they need a better shade range because this shade is too light, but the other shade is way too dark. I think I can make it work. At least in store, it was only this shade and then the dark shade that I have, which is not good because the jump is kind of crazy. But look at the combination of the primer and foundation. It looks so pretty. That's what the shade looks like when I first put it on. I don't think it oxidizes. Maybe it does? I don't know. Y'all can let me know. I always forget the side of my face for some reason when I'm doing foundation. If we're shade twins, give me your foundation numbers, your shades. The finish of this foundation is so beautiful, but especially with that primer, it looks amazing. This duo might be good if you have combination skin like I do because it looks great. Now the concealer we have from Dominique Cosmetics is in the shade Honey Roast, but this is too dark from what I remember. But it had really good coverage and has a metal applicator. Yeah, the shade difference is crazy. And this is so warm. Oh yeah, the coverage is good. And it spreads well. This shade is so off. It looks orange, but hopefully it'll come together in the end. I really like the coverage of this. It's just the only thing is that you can only get this brand online from what I've seen. And choosing shades online can be a hassle. But I think it, you can kind of tell that it doesn't really match. I know that this brand was sold at Sephora. I don't know if it still is. That's what it's looking like up close. This is nice. Alright, for cream bronzer, I'm going in with my Milani cream bronzer in the shade Spicy Season 130. This bronzer is pigmented, but it's like, I don't want to say it's like clay. It's like a cream, but it's like a silky, thinner cream, if that makes sense. And you'll see in the way that it blends. I like that this bronzer shade isn't too warm. It adds just the right amount. And I've been adding some bronzer to my nose, which I never do. I don't know, it's just a little razzle-dazzle, you know? I mean, look how it blends. You see how smooth it looks and it's matte? I love this bronzer. I've been using the Colourpop bronzer, but this one is also a really nice bronzer. Now let's try out this new Bouncy blush from Makeup Revolution. It's in the shade Bouncy Berry. I wasn't going to try any more new products because I have a bunch that I need to do a video on, but this shade looks so pretty. I just have to. It's very pigmented. I love that. It looks very smooth. It looks like it. Is that a glow that I see? I love this color. Oh wow, yeah, it looks so smooth. Okay. You can always go back in with your foundation brush if you do too much, but most of the time with loose powder and pressed powder, it does get toned down. This looks amazing. Yeah, this is beautiful. The shade, the formula, it doesn't look drying at all. Okay, Makeup Revolution. I don't know if it's Makeup Revolution or Revolution Beauty, because on Ulta it's Revolution Beauty, but they still go by Makeup Revolution. Now it's time to go in with the About Face Curtain Call Loose Setting Powder in the shade Partition. This, I think, is a little too dark for me. That's the shade. There was a shade above this, but now I can't remember what it was called. I'm just going to blend out my under eye creases. I really love the way this concealer looks under the eyes. It looks really, really nice. I think it's too dark. Just a little bit. But when I tell you it looks so matte and smooth, love it. And this is talc free, I do believe. So that's set and that's not set. This is what the shade looks like against my regular skin tone. So it's a little dark. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. Look at that on the forehead. Yes. I love a matte powder. My skin looks amazing. This powder is so good. I just wish that they had more shades because the darkest shade for my mom is way too dark, but the shade above that is way too light. And I feel the same way with me. This shade is too dark, but the shade above is a little bit too light from what I remember. So let's go in with powder now. Where's my brush? You can tell a difference. This is where I put more powder and this is where I didn't. Looks a little less orange, but that powder and concealer combo looks so smooth. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my eyebrows with my Dominique brow gel. I love this brow gel. It's just clear, so if you don't like a clear brow gel, this isn't for you, but the formula is so good. I love the way it makes my brows look. Boom, uniformed, looks great. Now for bronzer, just going in with my Juvia's Place bronzer. I remember when these were $18. I think these are $24 now, but you are getting 2-in-1, but dang, you know, that's still a lot. I think because my face is kind of dark, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade up top. Now for blush, let's go in with the Black Radiance Artisan Baked Blush in the shade Brick House. Ooh, this combo. So you can skip out on highlighter if you want, but I'm not going to. Look at that color. Yeah, these are also underrated. Okay, I put a lot. Look at that. Stunning. Yes. These blushes are so good. I guess we can finish up the eyes and then lips. Oh wait, no, I have highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Flaunt. This is my all-time favorite highlighter, but I think it might be a little too warm. It is light though, so we could try it just a little bit. Okay, so see, I really just dabbed in there and the pigment is there. Look at that shine. It's beautiful. I feel like highlighter also tones down blush. So if you do a little bit too much, you can tone it down. I love the shine that this gives. Now we can finish up the eyes. I think I can just mix the two shades, the two matte shades that we used. We're gonna mix Who Did This and Morally Gray. Yes, yeah, Ooh, it looks so good. Now, when we do inner corner, I can kind of bring it down. I'll probably, I said I was gonna mix some of the lid shade, but we'll see. Cause like there's this shade right here called Bookish. It's this white shade right here. But then there's also Fated Mates, like right here. I'll try Fated Mates. I feel like I have to pronounce it like that because it's not faded with a D, it's fated. Yeah, let's try that shade because it has like a gray purple and it really, I feel like, goes with the look. That shade is stunning. Can you even see it? I mean, look at that shade. Yeah. Yeah, this looks absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favorite looks. Now for mascara, we're just gonna go in with this CoverGirl. I think it's CoverGirl, child. Yeah, CoverGirl Eye Enhancer. This, I don't think really works for me. I don't have luck with mascaras, but I think I'm gonna do that after I set my makeup. Yeah, let's go in with the Scandinavia spray. Scandinavia. It sounds like I'm saying scan, but it's skin. But I'm saying skin. Anyways, this dries very fast and it looks so pretty. It's more of a natural finish and I love the spray on it. See, this is what it looks like when it's dried. It doesn't look overly matte. That shine is from the highlighter. But you see how it just gives a natural finish? It's really, really nice. This was a free sample off TikTok shop. They messaged me and they were like, can we send you this spray? And I was like, absolutely yes, because I know that this is iconic and I finally have it. I love it so much. It looks so nice. But it just doesn't do anything really for my lashes. That's what one coat is looking like. I don't know if it's doing anything. I guess I'll see when I look back at the footage. But I just feel like it doesn't really do anything. It makes my lashes darker. I think that's my number one thing. I need it to hold a curl. See, I just don't think it really does anything for my lashes. Like most mascara, so it's like I'm not even surprised, honestly. Alright, now let's move on to lips. I don't know if this is more red leaning. We can try. I'm gonna try all of them. If these don't work, then I'm gonna go ahead and just use this in the center of my lips. I'm going in with the Maybelline Lip Liner and across the line. Now let's go in with the Colourpop So Juicy Plumping. Is it a lip gloss? Yeah, it's a gloss balm. Oh wow, it's a lot more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. The other shades I have are more neutral. Wait, I think I like it. Wow, this is a lot more pigmented than I can't even speak. It's really pigmented. I think I like this. What do we think? Let me swatch the Revlon shade. I think this matches too. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, it does match. Going back in with the lip liner. Again, this is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in the shade Vampire Love 777. I'm not a big fan of satin lipsticks. I just feel like it doesn't look good on my lips, but I think I have worn this shade before. It was in like my Sephora wish list video, like the first one I did. Oh, I love this shade as well. Yeah, I love both of them, honestly. Look at that. I kind of want to put some of the Colourpop on top. Should I do that? I think I will. I think I will. I'm liking the way it looks better now. I can't remember if it was this shade or the other shade that I had. Just adding some gloss. This is completely optional. Did we do the thing or did we do the thing? Okay, this is the final look. I'm shook. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me know what y'all think of this look. I need to get my dark glasses. Hold on. My other glasses wasn't cutting it. I think this goes with the look a lot more. Yeah. This look ate from head to toe, forehead to chin. It ate. I hope y'all are eating up this look like I am. I hope you are, okay? And that is the end of today's video. I'm sending so much love and positivity your way, and I hope that you're trying to do good this week, do better, feel better. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!